When you travel, and even if there isn't a pandemic, it can be quite confusing what to do first, what should I take care of, and what should I get notice to. So this video is for you. Hello, this is Hank, living minimalistic and shooting content for a living. So I see a lot of you have actually watched my videos, but you didn't subscribe. Why? Subscribe. I mean, I stay up, I show up, you show up. Win-win, right? So subscribe, like and comment. It really makes a difference. I know you've heard it probably a lot, but I mean it. So you might ask, why should I take care of the pandemic? I mean, maybe you're vaccinated, but other countries, they can go up and down with the COVID rates, and they can go in lockdown and or not. So there are a lot of things to consider while traveling, so you can plan safely. And this is why we are doing this today. So first of all, it depends how long you travel. Based on how long you travel, you know the destination where might be, like you know the range of destination you can actually travel to, because trust me, when you've got 4 days of like travel, you won't travel at the end of the world. It just doesn't make sense. And when the destination comes in, there are some certain factors to consider. What do you want to do? Do you want to just hang out? What are your activities, or what are your needs? Are you vegan? Maybe this country isn't vegan friendly at all. Or are you queer? That's also something to consider. Or maybe some people want to work out. Write down at least 2 to 6 destinations just to get you safe. Because now comes the COVID part. Depending on where you travel, you might need to quarantine. In a quarantine hotel maybe. Thailand, I'm looking at you. So based on the length, you know you can't really afford to put days in a hotel, for example. And then comes the numbers. COVID can go up and down. There can be many variants of the COVID, so you never know when you are safe. The only thing which secures the situation or stabilizes it are vaccines. For example, Fuerteventura. I booked Fuerteventura in August somewhere, so 2 months ahead. And I checked the number who are fully vaccinated. Number of people who are fully vaccinated. It was around 60%. And I checked which one had the first dosage, and it was like 30. That makes around 90% vaccinated. So I knew I would be safe, even if there is like a Delta or whatever. Vaccinations are superior most of the time, but it's better than no vaccine. For you to check out is the number of vaccine people and how the mood of the country is, and of course your own status. So let's sum it up. First, you go to the length. Based on the length, you know the area of countries you want to visit or destinations, and then you go to your activities, your needs, what you want to do, and go through your destinations. You go down, and then you check for COVID things like vaccines. Are there medical supplies, just in case, you know? And how the mood toward COVID is in this country. And now comes the part which you have to prepare for yourself before you travel. Vaccines in general. You know you have your issues in your country, but that might be not the issues in the other country. For example, when you travel abroad, there can be vaccines necessary. And yes, I'm pro-vaccines, obviously. Also, second one is water supplies. Is the water clean? Do you need a filter for it? You need a filter for the household. Check these 2 things in mind, because medical supplies and water are the ones you don't want to rip off, honestly. Also, what is the weather like? Does the weather actually support your activities? I made the mistake last time. I can't believe I did make this beginner mistake, honestly. Climate change is real. Don't support yourself on, the seasons. Climate change is real. Check the weather, really. What's like, how's the ground? Check the necessary weather for your activities and also what you want to do. Hanging out on the beach can't be right fun if it's all rainy, And of course, with a long vacation comes a different packing list. So based on my recent mistake, which I showed you last week, I'll make an upgraded packing list for long-term travel by flight, and I'm flying with Condor and they got quite strict restrictions, so it will be fun to crack these. So see you next week. Bye!